as the Fighting Saints have shot 41% in this first half so far. Providence is at 39. As Maldonado is trapped, looks to get rid of it, finally does, and a pushing foul from Salonen, and kind of knocked her off her spot there, and that's probably not a bad call. And I'm not just saying that because I'm cheering for the Argos, but Emily is about half the size, and she kind of got knocked around there a little bit.
Well, and it was right in front of us where it happened at, right? The noise you're hearing in the background, those were the people way far away that couldn't see.
Always get a kick out of the coaches. They point out, well, look at the fouls. They go, seriously? Are you going to actually point that out? We really don't care as officials.
Emily's 3 for 3 at the free throw line tonight. She has 5 points so far.
We'll get another one here as the crowd continues to file in. 2 games coming your way tonight. The guys, man, I'll tell you what a game that was last time. As the free throw no good, Kennedy, Cartwright for 2. She puts it back in for the Argos. 5
points for Cartwright.
28-23, Argos up, 2:15 to go. First half action here on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. Hello, Las Vegas. Glad you're on board with us. As we got a little push foul here. See, that's not a good call. I don't care what you say. Just because that had nothing to do with the play. And all you're doing is stacking up fouls on that one.
Foul will be called on Emily Maldonado. That'll be her first. The third team foul for the Argos.
That was a tough one there against Emily. 2:02 to go in the quarter, as that is the third team foul. And the Saints will come back the other way. As they go inside, the shot is going to be missed there, and Kennedy's got the rebound. Boy, had she played well in the first half.
Kennedy's had a lot of rebounds down there.
As they come back the other way now. As they go down, Maldonado, nice little take to the glass. Emily's come alive. She knocks it down. The Saints need a timeout. They need a break here. They will take a break with 1:41 to go. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. As the Argos lead at 30-23, we're half a minute away. Coming back with more basketball right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
At Benefice Health System, we know you want to start feeling better now. Benefice has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as possible. Visit our walk-in services at our Northwest Bypass or Benefice East Campus locations. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefice.org.
Action. Man alive, I'll tell you what, lots of fun stuff happening here at the McLaughlin Gymnasium at the University of Providence. Minute 39 to go here. We'll talk to the athletic director coming up at halftime. Dave Gant will join us as we get back to action. The Argos are up 30-23. Trying to answer the call at the other end is a shot on the outside from the Fighting Saints. Missed there by Denny as she missed that shot, and the Argos will bring it to the front court as Emily Maldonado is starting to take over the game here. They go to the man-to-man defense. They'll set a pick for her at the free throw line. Drives in, puts up the shot, hammered from behind. No foul called there as she got pushed, and no foul at all whistled on that one. And Emily looks and she says, I didn't mean to miss it by that much.
Yeah, it's kind of cute because she's just such a soft-spoken girl.
Well, and I'm sure the official thought she was kind of fading away in the contact as the ball comes in and missed there. Emily will chase it down as they bring it in underneath their basket with 13 to go on the shot clock. Man-to-man defense being applied here. They'll set a park as Parker has it there. Parker will let Emily shoot the 3. Up and in. Trifecta time for Emily Maldonado.
10 points for Emily.
Casey Shearer on the other side, he says, that's a 3, thank you very much, and it's a 10-point lead, 33-23, a minute 53 to go, second quarter action. Argos up here on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard. 3 coming back the other way, no good, missed it. They fight for the rebound. Nice job boxing out Tristan Murphy as they're going to bring it up to Kirsten. Kirsten looks up the floor. He's got a 3-on-2 situation right side. Kennedy decides not to take the shot. Now pulls in with a little floater. Missed it off the mark. Denny's got it, and a jump ball will be called. Arrow favors the Argos here with 35.5 to go in the quarter.
Well, Kennedy Cartwright did a nice job when she let it go. She knew she wasn't making it and got into position to get the rebound. Nice job on her part.
Inbounds play coming in for the Argos, up 33-23. Murph is going to pull up from 10, no good, missed it. They fight for the rebound coming out top. And on the ground, it's a scrum as they jump it up here. It'll go to the Saints with 28 seconds to go here.
5 bodies get up off the floor.
Tristan Murphy, nice sportsmanship, reaches down and helps up Christine Denny and says, even though you've already got about 12 points on us, I'll still be a good sport. Full court pressure being applied here as the Saints try to break it to the front court. As they come out to the half-court line now, they'll dribble around that, kick it off the right-hand side, now back top of the key. Dribble drive back out to Lyman with 16 to go in the quarter. As they look underneath, here's a pass and a shot up and in. Little too easy for Madison, and she puts it in for 2. 8 seconds to go for the Argos. They'll dribble to the front court. It's going to be Pemberton over to Maldonado. She'll fire this one in front of the rim. No good, and the clock will expire. Let's break. As we break away at halftime, the Argos lead at 33-25. We'll take a 2-minute timeout and come back and look at some of the numbers as we have made it to halftime with the University of Providence and the Fighting Saints right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. Where do you see your future? Can you make a difference and bring passion and energy to a rewarding career? Great Falls College MSU offers 12 healthcare programs that lead to great careers where you can grow and make a difference for patients and their families. This is your future, your healthcare career. Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
Life is full of those moments. Like right after the first stretch and yawn in the morning. Or like standing in the forest alone amid the stillness. The beauty hits you like the crisp air and suddenly everything makes sense and you're one with the earth and stars. Or like dollar drinks at McDonald's.
Keep those moments going with $1 any size McCafe brewed coffee and $1 any size soft drinks on the $1, $2, $3 menu. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
AutoSlide is the new solution that automatically opens and closes sliding doors in your home. AutoSlide easily attaches to most existing, yes, your existing sliding door. Perfect for your pets, the elderly, and physically challenged.
I think the AutoSlide is a really good solution for people with mobility issues, and also if they've got pets, it makes it easier for them. They don't have to keep getting up and down to open the door for the dog.
Call or visit Anderson Glass Doors and Windows today and discover the all-new AutoSlide system for yourself.
Hi, I'm Parker Esri. I'm a college student at the University of Providence. Growing up, I never gave thought to insurance, auto, life, or even property. I didn't even realize how affordable life insurance can be and how important auto and property insurance is. Speaking of auto insurance, it's a must. I've also learned that if you get basic insurance, you may not be covered if you are hit by an uninsured driver or if you get cars damaged by hail or other natural disasters. Now, I'm no expert, but it's time to sit down with someone that can answer all these questions and more. I would encourage you to call Randy Bogdan at Mountain West Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company in Great Falls and learn about your insurance needs. He is located 1 block west of Riverdale School on Smelter Avenue.
It is halftime where the University of Providence Argos are up 33-25 here in our first game of a doubleheader. And, of course, we've got the guys coming up in just a little bit against the Fighting Saints. And as promised, we have a chance to catch up to the athletic director, Mr. Dave Gant, joins us. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Doing great, Sarge. How are you?
You got to love these kind of games, don't you? I mean, it brings excitement to the city, doesn't it?
Well, you know, we've been close in just about every contest this year in basketball, with the exception of maybe one or two on both sides. And so every time you give yourself a chance, it's exciting.
Yeah.
People start expecting you to do that, and it's just the way we would like to have it.
It's fun to watch these kids play here, and Bill has had to come over some adversity. I mean, obviously with a couple of kids hurt, you know, with Jenna going out, and, of course, then we got Anderson over there with back surgery. Parker got hurt, comes back and stuff. And that's the thing as coaches, because you were there, I mean, you got to kind of make those adjustments, don't you?
Man, yeah, and sometimes you got to do exactly what you don't even want to do, and that's what Bill's done. And it takes a while in basketball for the kids to get used to those rotations. So with Jenna out and Kirsten coming in a little bit for her, and they have that thing going on, it's starting to seem like it's pretty much habitual now. There's no pause and question about it. They just go for it. So that's really good.
Talk about the parity of this Frontier Conference. When you guys get together as athletic directors, you got to say, this is exactly what we were shooting for.
Well, I think that some of us would like to approach that a little differently, but that's what's happening.
Yeah.
We have Carroll College, of course, on the men's side that's separated themselves a little bit, and we've got a pretty good log jam with Rocky and us and Tech and LC right there in the middle of it. And the women, gosh, Western is doing a nice job.
Yeah.
But, you know, so we played them tough at home when we were full speed. We've done a nice job getting ranked, keeping ourselves competitive. And as this rotation smooths itself out, I think we're going to be a factor down the stretch. So it's really exciting, and it's both genders, which is really good.
You talk about that. 9 teams, 5 on one, 4 on the other, and the genders in the Frontier Conference are ranked in the top 25 in the nation. That's unbelievable. I mean, I can't remember the last time that's happened.
Well, I don't know that it has.
Yeah.
With both of them being that way. And the other thing for us at Gonzaga, and I certainly am, or excuse me, Gonzaga.
Yeah.
At Providence.
Yeah.
God, you know, a little bit of a slip there.
Yeah.
Anyway, the thing for us is right now we've got both basketball teams ranked. we had a hell of a season in volleyball with our team going to the national tournament.
First time ever.
And our men's hockey team is just knocking it out of the park, which is fabulous as well. We had a record crowd last night out at the Iceplex. And so wrestling's ranked. Women's wrestling has 4 kids going to the national tournament already. It's going pretty well.
Yeah. And a lot of things happening here. Obviously, we've got a new building going up and stuff. And there was an announcement this week about some changes as far as academics go, things like that have taken place.
Well, and I think I was down at one of the car dealerships earlier in the week when that all broke, and they were giving me a bad time. And I just looked at them and I said, what would life be like if you were still selling 59 Edsels? Because that's all it is, right? We have to line up with the market, and we have to make those decisions quickly because there's a little lag time for them to be implemented. So I think it's all good. You're just tuned into what you really are all about, and that has to be assessed on an annual basis, and so that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and change is difficult for people at times and stuff.
So.
Yeah. So maybe if we can expand on that just a little bit, some of the classes that are going to be changed, the education department is one. As the kids that are in education or in those classes now, and they've got, say, maybe 3 or 4 years left here, those classes will continue? Will those be online classes, or how will they kind of go about that?
Well, the Northwest Accreditation says that once you start a program and you enter into it with freshmen, you have to teach it out until all those that are currently in it are graduated or leave. So that's what we do. We have some programs that will be sunset, but they're a couple, 3 years out because they absolutely have to comply with teaching out the program.
Yeah.
So it's not
like they're gone tomorrow.
No, it's not an option. We have to do the right thing.
Yeah, so which is good, and then opens opportunities for other classes to come in.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that is good. Other things are happening. A lot of things still coming in. You and I have talked about a 10-year plan. You've got a whole bunch of things going on, and I don't even think you guys have it all drawn out yet, do you? Or?
No, it's still it's off the cuff to some degree. It's off the cuff. Mostly it's drawn out, but the timing is what keeps shifting.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of factors in that timing. Enrollment, what Providence Health would like to do, conversations, accreditation. There are all those different components. Use athletics to spur enrollment, to get the School of Liberal Arts going, and then let's go after that School of Health Sciences.
Dave, we had talked about the goals. What is the goal for enrollment you'd like to have on campus?
Well, I think on-campus traditional students, about 1,200 would be absolutely premium for us.
Yeah, and plenty of room and everything and all the new buildings and stuff, we'll be able to accommodate all that.
I think so. The plan is as we project that enrollment, we've got to be ahead of that with new dorm space.
Yeah.
So that's the thing for us to keep our eyes on, and it's got to be a couple years out because we have to plan, fund, and then build.
Yeah.
So we've got to be at least 2 years ahead.
We were uptown the other night at our coaches show, and we actually had some people stop by, and they sit and watch us now at our coaches show at the Sting. And one of them says, it's really interesting because we're no longer the university behind Target. I mean, I've heard that several times on it, and I didn't realize that was happening. And then they go, no, they're actually an identity and a member of Great Falls. And it's just so exciting for us at the radio station, but everybody in the community of Great Falls to see all the development here.
Well, it's crazy. The sequence of events was, we changed the name, we get the colors nailed down, we get the Under Armour contract, we all of a sudden rebrand the whole facility. We're doing well. We get a little visibility because we have that traction, and the next thing you know, people start to expect it. That's when you got to be careful.
Yeah. Well, and I made a comment earlier about it's funny because in the olden days, it was Randy and I sitting here. Now I look down, and we've got a whole media row, and people are some. And you and I talked about this. It's going to snowball, and you better be on the first ground and be there. And it's growing, isn't it? It's happening.
It's happening. And, you mentioned postseason for some of these teams. And right now it's crazy because all these teams we have going to postseason, I purposely, with a little help from Doug and Mark, we had to plan for this postseason funding. Now, do we bet against our own teams, or do we fund it just
ready.
in case? Yeah. So it's a bigger number now than it's ever been, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, and it looks like we've got a couple basketball teams maybe heading that way too, and I certainly hope so.
I do too.
Yeah,
basketball, wrestling, hockey. Volleyball's already gone. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
I would love to have that opportunity to say, Sarge, pack your bags because you're going to Kansas City or you're going to Billings or whatever it is. But I'm looking forward to it. We enjoy being a part of that. Dave, thank you for everything you do. You're always very gracious with your time and always good with us, so I appreciate it, my friend.
Thank you. Always the politician.
Yes. Dave Gant, of course, taking care of us. We appreciate it. He always does a tremendous job here. Let's take a 2-minute timeout, and we'll come back more with our halftime. We have made it to halftime where the Argos up 33-25. We're back in 2 minutes right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
I'm here to tell you how to hack McDonald's $1, $2, $3 menu. All you gotta do is order 2 sausage McMuffin, 2 McChicken, or 2 McDouble sandwiches. You'll get them both for just $3. You can even mix them up. There's even a way to hack the hack. It's adding any size McCafe brewed coffee or soft drink for $1. Lots of people have tried this, and it totally works.
McDonald's new Choose 2 for $3 on the $1, $2, $3 menu. It's no hack, just an awesome deal. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal. Single item at regular price.
At Benefis Health System, we know you want to start feeling better now. Benefis has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as possible. Visit our walk-in services at our Northwest Bypass or Benefis East Campus locations. A tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefis.org.
Great Falls College MSU, where it all begins. The new year is here, but it's never too early to start thinking about summer semester. Summer is a great time to start your education, work on prerequisite classes, or pick up credits you need for your degree at another school.
Well, that's what I was
Save
just
time
Dave.
and money this summer with Great Falls College MSU and find out where it all begins. To learn more, visit gfcmsu.edu or call 268-3700.
The Max Sports Bar and Casino is the place to be for happy hour from 5 to 8 every night of the week.
But I was just telling
5 to
Dave,
8.
I said,
Now that's a happy hour you can take advantage of. With multiple drink and appetizer specials, you are sure to find something that hits the spot. With 12 beers on tap, domestic drafts, and well drinks are only $2. Select appetizers are under $4, and as always, 45-cent wings. Come to happy hour at the Max Sports Bar and Casino inside Heritage Inn, Great Falls.
Thanks for joining us right here on KNX 102.7 FM. It is halftime of the first game of our doubleheader here tonight, where the University of Providence women up 33-25, and one of the great supporters, of course, of athletics in general throughout Great Falls is Scheels, and Wendy joins us. And it's cool to see you out here, and you had those kids running up and down the half-court line here. And what kind of game do you have going there?
It was called, I looked it up online, and it was called a shoe scramble. So they had to take off their shoes and stand at the end lines and go to half court and find their shoes, put them on, run back, and make a basket.
Yeah, and so mix up their shoes so they have the,
yes, and it was funny because 2 of them had the same kind of shoes.
Oh, perfect, yeah. Shoes from Scheels, by the way. No, I don't know that, but yeah, it is good. It's exciting to see the University of Providence really become part of Great Falls, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's fun, and it's fun to get the community involved in all this kind of thing.
Yeah, and of course you guys are so involved in the community at Scheels. Is there rumors that you guys are expanding on the store? Did I hear that?
There is rumors that I cannot confirm.
Okay, so we're in on the know then. That is good. But that store, if you've never been to Scheels, I mean, I can't imagine there's anything in there you don't have.
No, and actually right now we are working on a new arcade that is coming soon.
Okay, yeah, because I know you have the shooting gallery. I know
Which
the one.
is going away.
That one's going away?
Yeah, come if you like the shooting gallery, get in there now and use it.
And I know that you have the sports one where you can do hockey and football and baseball.
That's
no longer?
gone.
That's gone too? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, everything's going to be replaced by the arcade that is in the process of being put together.
How fun, though.
Yeah.
And it's important for the kids to go out and do stuff, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like
get
we did
them
when
out,
we were
get
growing
them rolling.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we were growing up, we were never on the couch. I mean, we were always out doing something, so that is good. Anything special going on at Scheels this spring? Getting ready for the big fishing sales and stuff?
We're going to have some big fishing sales, and I'm working on putting together some spring seminars. Usually it focuses more around fishing, but I'm going to try and incorporate some other events.
When you can always talk about.
Yes.
Yeah, that is good, which I know you know. You're probably a better fisherman than I am. So. Wendy,
I don't
great
know
to
about
see
that.
you, my dear. It's, thank you so much for what Scheels does, and we look forward to continuing our partnership with you.
Thank you for having me over.
Thank you so much. She is here, and, of course, she is part of what happens here in Great Falls. Wendy is a tremendous person with us, as she is with Scheels as we get ready for our second half here coming up. Boy, what a first half that was, and great to hear from all the folks around the area as we get ready for second half action. Quick scoring, as it looks like it is going to be Denny leading the way with 12, and she's got the double digits, and that's kind of it. They kind of stopped her late in the second quarter. Emily Maldonado jumped out to the lead with double digits with 10 there for the University of Providence, and it does look like Ellie Teskey has 2 points, 9 points for Parker, 3 points for Kirsten Pemberton. She hit that 3. Tristan Murphy has 4, and 9 points, as we said, for Parker, 5 for Kennedy Cartwright. That's the other ones there in that one. So we get ready for second half action. As we do, the University of Providence will get the basketball with the lead, 33-25, as we get third quarter underway. Thanks for joining us right here on KLX 102.7 FM. Kennedy Cartwright's got the basketball, and she's got it, splits the defense, gets it back, kicks it left side down to the baseline now to Murphy. Tristan goes down to the baseline, stops there, gives it off to Kennedy. She'll take a 15-footer, shot at 13, goes short, and rebounded coming out of there by Wagner for the Fighting Saints. Saints come to the basket to your left-hand side now as we look at it, as we are on the stage side here on a Friday night on KLX 102.7 FM. More media folks are falling in line here as we've got it covered from wall to wall here. As they go inside of Dean, packing those 2 personal fouls. Now back into Hannah. Backs it up, takes it up against Parker, rolls around, no good. Murphy's got the rebound. Tristan will clear the boards as they come back the other way now. It's Murphy giving it off to Maldonado to the front court. Back to Tristan, comes to the free throw line, kicks out to Kirsten. Pemberton goes on the dribble drive around the perimeter, trying to get it inside to Parker, but Maldonado will take it to the glass. That rolls around, misses it, and Dean's got the rebound.
All right, now I'm back with you here after that long halftime.
Yeah, we were just making notice about all the media folks that are here as they go down inside. Denny misses that one. As in the old days, it was Randy and I and you, and now we've got a whole bleacher full over here.
Well, and it's a big game, and with Carroll being ranked as high as they are, yeah.
Here's Murphy inside. Nice give and go. Kennedy gives a nice little assist there, and she knocks it down. Tristan Murphy takes it to the glass. And now she's got 6 points, and it's a 10-point lead with the University of Providence trying to get a win at home here tonight. UP, by the way, at home is pretty good, as they are 3-7 in conference. As Hannah Dean's got a little 16-footer. That shot up and in.
And that is Hannah Dean's first 2 points.
She set out quite a bit of that second quarter with those quick 2 fouls, and she's a pretty smart player. She'll come back in now, and I'm sure they'll try to get it to Parker as they do. Here's Parker taking it in. She's partially blocked there. Puts it up now. High off the glass. Missed that one. Parker on her third attempt is going to be fought for, and Lyman is going to be called for the foul. Parker expected Dean to come back and try to get a block, and she just shot it too hard on her first shot there.
You know, and before the play even started, that was an amazing pass by Emily Maldonado into Parker.
Reset the shot clock as we were exactly 8 minutes to go in the third quarter, as Kennedy Cartwright to bring it on the inbounds, and a offensive foul will be called here. And this is going to be a foul against Tristan Murphy as she was kind of clearing herself down towards the basket and pushed off.
Actually, they called that foul on Parker.
Well, they did.
They called that on Parker.
That's a tough one.
That'll be her second.
That's a tough foul there. She picks up 2. Hannah Dean's got 2, so they're matched up in the paint. Here's a shot out front, no good. Rebounded is going to be tipped out of bounds, and Hannah got a hand on it, so Molly will check back in. Molly Schmitz comes in for Tristan Murphy at the 7:46 mark. Our score 35-27 on the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, third quarter action. Emily has the basketball, walking it up here. Heard from a lot of folks around the area. Always appreciate the fact you check in with us here. And, of course, we ran through that halftime fairly quick. Didn't have a good time to take a look at those numbers, but we'll bring them to you as we go through this third quarter. As Maldonado has it around the corner to Kennedy, down over to underneath. Parker's got it. She'll go on the reverse layup, spins it around, no good. They fight for the rebound, and Lyman's got it. She's going to run out of there. Here comes Lyman the other way. She wants to run. She's double-teamed, kicks it back out. It's going to be Denny at the top. The key misses that one, and Molly's got the rebound. You better control it underneath. They do. Maldonado comes to the 10-second line with her head up, looking there, takes it around Lyman. Lyman will go on and play defense on it. Parker's got the rebound, tries to get it through, forces the action up and in. Parker's strong to the hole, and she knocks it down for 2.
Parker's in double figures now with 11.
And Coach Bill says, how come we're not getting a foul called here? As Parker puts it down and makes it a 10-point lead again. Here comes the Fighting Saints down 37-27. On the juke and jive coming around, Wagner goes in. She'll try a left-handed scoop shot. Tough shot there, and it's up and in for 2.
Hannah Dean for 4.
So she knocks that one down. And we'll go back the other way. Argos in front as they pass it around to Maldonado on that left side. And then comes Kennedy. Cartwright goes in, stops there with Pemberton off the pick, loses it for a moment, and then gathers it back in. And then they come to Maldonado, over to Molly. Molly takes it to the glass, has it stripped from behind. And with that said, here come the Fighting Saints. Wagner to the offense. Jukes to the left, comes to the left, and the right puts it up. Scoop shot on the left-hand side with the right hand. It's up and in for 2.
That's 6 points for Wagner.
So she's got 6. It's a 6-point lead for the Argos. 6:05 to go on the Belt Bank scoreboard. As here comes the Argos back with the basketball to the basket to your right-hand side. Maldonado has it, goes over to Kennedy, looks underneath. Kennedy, stop there, fires it over to Molly. Molly has it there, stripped out of her hands, gives it to Emily. Maldonado comes back the other way. Maldonado takes it to the glass, hard off the glass there, missed it, and rebounded. Hannon boxed out Parker, and it's going to be Dean with the rebound. Lyman wants to run with it for the Fighting Saints, goes to the defense, puts up the shot, up and missed that one. And over the top of the back, no call there is Denny, and they'll play through this one. A 6-point lead as they come back the other way. As they do have it here, Dean has it on that left wing. As knocked to the floor is Kennedy underneath. Now it's going to be Lyman with the free throw. Her shot no good. Kennedy has it for a moment, fights for it, gets rid of the defenders, and now goes the other way. Here they come to Pemberton across the 10-second line. Pemberton looks underneath, kicks it back out to Cartwright. It's 22 seconds to go on the shot clock, 5:08 to go on the game clock. Third quarter action. Parker has it there, goes inside the paint. Jukes and jives, takes it to the glass. No contact, no foul. They'll clear it out of there. Denny's got the basket as they take off with it, and they're heading the other way. As they do, they'll go to Lyman. She'll pull up from 10, off the glass, rolls around for 2.
That's 4 points for Lyman.
Scheels throwing T-shirts to the crowd here tonight as they are having some fun with our crowd as they wing out all the memorabilia here on a Friday night. Here comes Argos back the other way. Kennedy will go to Molly for 15. Her shot rolls around, no good. Missed it, and a foul will be called. They'll go the other way.
They're going to call that foul on Parker, I think.
So a foul will be called underneath. A media timeout will be called here with 4:34 to go. We'll break with them. As we break away, the Argos are up 37-33. We'll return in 1 minute right here on KLX 102.7 FM.
Life is full of those moments. Like right after the first stretch and yawn in the morning. Or like standing in the forest alone amid the stillness. The beauty hits you like the crisp air and suddenly everything makes sense and you're one with the earth and stars. Or like dollar drinks at McDonald's.
Keep those moments going with $1 any size McCafe brewed coffee and $1 any size soft drinks on the $1, $2, $3 menu. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with combo meal.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza, high-powered pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
Sure to say thank you to all of our sponsors. Allow us to be here on a Friday night. We've got the CMR Rustlers going across town. That game over on 1450 AM. And, of course, we've got this one going on here for our college sports fans as they bring it to you on KNX 102.7 FM, the first of a doubleheader coming up here as it's 37-33. The Fighting Saints have battled back. They were down 10. Now they're back within 4 in this one. As they have the basketball, come to the basket to your left-hand side at the free throw line. They'll hold it there. Now go inside to Hannah. Inside the keys, takes a step through, puts it up and underneath the arms of Tristan, who has to play the defense because Parker Esrae picked up her third personal foul.
That's 6 points for Hannah Dean.
Tough call on Parker as they called that one, and the officials definitely keeping an eye on her. As they come over to Kirsten Pemberton, fires it from outside, up and in, trifecta land for Kirsten Pemberton for 3.
That's 6 for Pemberton, and boy, that's a big one.
She rattled it home from downtown. She tinkles the twine from 19-9, makes it 40-35. Argos in front here, 3:51 to go on the Belt Bank scoreboard. 3 trying to answer the call. Wagner on the other side, rolls around, no good. Dean's got the rebound, puts it up, easy shot there. As Tristan loses her, Parker's one that really kept an eye on her, and Dean gets credited with the rebound and the basket. So here come the Argos back the other way, 40-37. They're up on our Belt Bank scoreboard as Maldonado goes in. She'll shoot it from 10. That's up and in. Nice job from Emily Maldonado knocking it down.
That's 12 for Emily.
She's in double digits now, leads at 42-37 on a Friday night from the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Big crowd on hand. Like it. I like it. Thanks for joining us right here on Star Radio. Wagner on the left-hand side. Go back over to Dean. Dean dribbles back in. Jukes and jive kicks left wing. 3 on the way. This shot is up from Johnson. No good. Missed it. Rebound fought for and finally picked up by Emily, who gets a lot of rebounds, by the way, at 5'5". Maldonado brings it over left-hand side. Goes to Reed. Hazard takes it in. Her left-handed scoop shot. No good. Missed it. They battled for the rebound. Saved and no. Went out of bounds as last touch on the inline by one of the Fighting Saints, and number 10 comes into the ball game.
Ellie Teskey will be checking in for Tristan Murphy.
Dad's clapping his hands over there. Mom is cheering as well. And I see Cam's dad sitting there as well.
Marcus' parents are here.
Lots of folks here on a Friday night as the pass is thrown in. Reed has it tipped out of her hands and goes out of bounds. So again, they'll stack it up here. Ellie Teskey, Reed Hazard. Kennedy is out. Well, she's going to bring it in bounds. And then, of course, Ellie Teskey is the other one, and, of course, Kirsten Pemberton. So then it's going to be Maldonado with the basketball with 24 seconds to go on the shot clock. She'll drive around. Emily backs it back out. Now looks underneath, gives it out here to Reed. Reed with a couple of dribbles, who's played the entire game. I don't know if she set out a whole lot, and she traveled with it. She was waiting for the contact as she started her spin move, and then she fell to the ground.
Yeah, she had a big move going towards the basket and then just fell. She's angry at herself, but she'll get it back here.
Wish we could get our Great Falls team to travel like Carroll does. Look at that section over there. Man, they fill up that whole section. And Grandpa Bill, he's right in the front row right there. Bill Salonen, a good friend of ours. Always good to see him. As the University of Providence back on the defensive end now. Fighting Saints with the ball down 42-37. 2:17 to go on the Belt Bank scoreboard. Reed Hazard has the steal. Hannah got knocked to the ground. No call on that one, and so Emily will take it over here. The sophomore, Emily Maldonado, looks to hand it off here as they come on the man-to-man defense, going inside, back out over the right side to Reed. Jukes right, comes back to the left, gets over to Emily. Emily drives inside, stop, then hesitates, puts up the shot, and a foul will be called here. A pushing foul is kind of a hand check out there from about 15 feet out.
They're going to call that foul on Brittany Johnson. That'll be her third.
Kayla Olson for the Fighting Saints, one of the seniors here, will check back in at the 1:56 mark of our third quarter.
As Brittany Johnson checks out. It's not a shooting foul.
Great improvements here with the gymnasium at the McLaughlin Gymnasium, as I see some of the folks of upper age using the rails to get to the top seats up there. They weren't there before, so it's nice to see that. And, of course, reserve seating. I saw Casey come over here. What's his deal?
Well, he just knew you were busy, so he came to see me. Yeah, that's
I know it. Teskey's got the inbounds as it's going to be the Province as they'll set the offense here. Parker with 3 fouls has to set out. And probably will for the next minute 49 as Reed takes it in. She'll take a hope shot, and then a blocking foul will be called here. And Hannah Dean has just picked up her third personal foul.
That will put Reed Hazard at the charity stripe. For Reed, as much as she's played, she's yet to score.
Throws up some pretty wild shots at times, and that time I think she wasn't even trying to make the basket. She's just trying to get a foul, and she does against Hannah. So as mentioned, that's her third with a minute 44 to go. Murphy will check back in. Ellie to the sideline. A high five down the bench. She'll go.
Reed is a real key there for defense here for the Lady Argos.
Here comes Reed back to the free throw line now. 43-37 is the score. Argos in front. Can she extend that? She does. 44-37 on the Belt Bank scoreboard. A minute 44 to go. Third quarter action in this one. As we continue to go back and forth, as we do have the Argos. They won the first quarter, lost the second, and end up leading. Well, no, they led it at halftime as well. And they lead it right now, 44-37 in this one. As the Fighting Saints battling back here. Always tough competition in this Frontier Conference. As Hannah has it on that right baseline now. Goes in and knocked down to the ground is Kennedy. No call. And it's going to be Murphy with the rebound to Pemberton. Kirsten will take it to the hash mark in the front court. Now gets it back over to Emily. Almost passed it a little too soon there as Emily had to hurry to get to that front court. She does make it across there. Now Emily takes off. She'll take it to the basket. Her hesitation shot no good. Rebounded out of there, taken care of by Wagner. For the Fighting Saints, they'll run with it under a minute to go, down 44-37 on the Belt Bank scoreboard. Here come the Fighting Saints with the basketball. Looking to kick it left-hand side. Wagner has it there. Thinks about the long three. Doesn't. As they'll come around top of the key. Back to Wagner. Wagner this time fires from 21. High arcing shot. No good. Dean's got the rebound as they fight for it. Finally, they'll go to the ground. And they say a jump ball here. Reed Hazard actually got slapped 2 hands off of her arms. And before that, they call a jump ball. So that is where we're at. So Reed is tied up underneath against one of the folks from Helena, the Carroll Fighting Saints. As they go inside now, here's a pass underneath. Hannah's going to be shot there, blocked from behind. Then takes it on the reverse layup, blocked, and a foul will be called. Hannah Dean comes out with a big smile on her face. That was a tough shot.
They're going to call that foul on Tristan Murphy.
It will be called underneath against, that's going to be Reed Hazard.
Reed Hazard, that's her first.
13 fouls. You see the guys starting to warm up. Second half of our doubleheader coming up here as we get ready for that contest. As 3 the hard way is good from Dean. She puts it to a 4-point game now. Hannah makes that one as she now has 8 points in the contest. All those coming in the second half as Reed Hazard runs to the front court there, loses it. Now triple team. Somebody's got to be open. Emily Maldonado says, I'm open. Pass the right-hand side. Murphy doesn't step up to catch the ball, and it goes out of bounds as a hustling defense from the Saints. Just a swarming type defense really coming after you.
Yeah, it's amazing when they get down underneath there that they've got 3 Saints on who is ever in the key there.
So inbounds pass comes to Kirsten with 19 seconds to go on the shot clock. Maldonado has it with 20 to go. About a 3-second difference from shot clock to game clock. Maldonado has it. They'll clear out here. They put 4 on the baseline, and then Emily. She'll juke to the right, come to the left. Stops there, pulls up, partially blocked. And, oh, there's a tough call. There's a tough call that's going to go against the Saints. And the foul will be called against Swanick. That's her third, and she's got a grin on her face. Says, boy, I got a lot of the basketball right there.
This will put Emily Maldonado at the charity stripe.
Who normally shoots pretty well from there. Emily right around 80 percentile from that free throw line. As she'll take the shot here and hits nothing but the bottom of the net on that one.
13 for Emily.
5-point lead here, 45-40. That's the difference here for the University of Providence Argos. Are up with 9 seconds to go in our third quarter on the Belt Butler Bank scoreboard. Maldonado's second shot is up and good as well. She makes both of them. And Marka Heron will check in with 9 seconds to go. Get Emily a little bit of rest. She'll get about a minute and 10 seconds rest here. As she'll go to the sidelines as they come up with a full court press being applied here. As the Fighting Saints come to that 10-second line to the right-hand side. Denny thinks about a long shot, forces it, and a blocking foul will called here. And that's going to be for the shot. They will call the foul. Number 25, Kirsten Pemberton, her first with 2 seconds to go. So inbounds pass with 2 seconds to go, down by 6. Saints have the basketball. They will get it in. Denny will fire the shot well short, missed it there, and we'll go to the fourth quarter. Hey, don't leave us. Fourth quarter action coming up is going to be a good one. After we break away after 3, it is the Argos up 46-40. We're back in 1 minute right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
Fort Benson, where the West was born. With so much history to see, you're going to need a break. Visit the Clubhouse, a delicious local hotspot where all the best games, drinks, and food come together at one comfortable, low-key sports bar. Sit back and enjoy an ice-cold drink. Take a bite out of a Reuben, French dip, or a juicy burger. Just few of the local favorites. Take advantage of 2-for-1 drink specials, happy hour, and lunch specials. Weekdays at the Clubhouse in Fort Benson, where everyone is treated like a local.
AutoSlide is the new solution that automatically opens and closes sliding doors in your home. AutoSlide easily attaches to most existing, yes, your existing sliding door. Perfect for your pets, the elderly, and physically challenged.
I think the AutoSlide is a really good solution for people with mobility issues, and also if they've got pets, it makes it easier for them. They don't have to keep getting up and down to open the door for the dog.
Call or visit Anderson Glass Doors and Windows today and discover the all-new AutoSlide system for yourself.
Basketball on a Friday night right here on KNX 102.7 FM. We appreciate the fact you join us right here. Hey, shout out to Hawaii. They are on board, and we got our chocolate-covered macadamia nuts. Yeah. Sue, you want to say something right about now? She's eating one of those. Oh, that was nice. It's Doug's sister, isn't it? I believe it is.
Sister, daughter, I'm not sure, but
yeah, Aunt Mary, I think it was.
I'll tell you what, we sure appreciate them.
Thank you so much. Yeah, we're open to all kinds of fun stuff like that. Well, let's go to the fourth quarter. 6-point lead for the Argos as we get it underway. As we head to that fourth quarter, leading the way, Maldonado with 14. Denny still has 10. Did not score in that third. Parker's back in with 3. Dean is back in. Hannah Dean in with 3 fouls. Parker's got the ball. She has it at the free throw line. Goes right side to Kennedy. Kennedy now. Cartwright goes in. Scoops it around to Parker. Tough catch there. Missed the shot. Goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Argos with a fresh 30 on the shot clock.
I'll tell you what, that Parker is so darn tough under their basket there. Holy smokes.
Obviously one of our candidates for our Taco John's Player of the Game coming up here at the conclusion of this one. Thank you to Wayne Thayers and Taco John's with 2 locations to bring you better service. Taco John's Player of the Game coming up at the conclusion of this one, as it is the Argos with the basketball up 6, 46-40 on our Belt Bank scoreboard, as Murphy has it at the free throw line, comes around, dribbles there. The senior backs it up, tucks a little step through move, puts that one up too hard, and rebounded by Wagner for the Fighting Saints as they'll go to the basket to your left-hand side. Here they come, top of the key. They lob it inside as they go out to the top of the key, around, looking to get it to Hannah. Hannah gets it down on that baseline, looks, backs up, shoots it from 10. Shot it hard off the iron, no good. Kirsten's got the rebound for the Argos. One of the things they have done very well here, the University of Providence has done a nice job taking care of the boards here on the defensive end, as they have gone to a diamond and 1 now to Emily Maldonado. Picking her up is going to be Swanik. As Swanik, has it and is in charge of guarding Emily as they kick it out to Maldonado now on that far side. She'll drive right around Swanik, puts it up hard off the glass, and she's hammered to the floor there. And trying to draw a charge, but a pushing foul from behind as Reed Hazard gets ready to come back in.
And that will put Emily at the free throw line. She is 5 for 6 there tonight. She has 14 points already.
3 quarters into it, the Fighting Saints are shooting 37.5% in our contest, 34.4 for the team here for the University of Providence. And both doing pretty well, 80% at the free throw line for Carroll and 83.3% at the free throw line for the University of Providence as Maldonado knocks that one down. Emily will get another one here, up 7. Can she make it 8 with 8:31 to go? Emily at the free throw line. Her shot is up and good. Haven't heard from her mom and dad in a while. We'd love to hear from y'all. As it is an 8-point lead, Emily at the charity stripe makes that one, and now ends up with 15 points so far. As they come the other way, here comes the Fighting Saints as Dean will go, and her shot, no good. Then it's Hannah, her shot with the left-handed cleanup, and she's got it for 2.
Hannah Dean, that's 10 points for her.
And that's where she just kills you on those second opportunities because she rebounds so hard.
And she's a big person in there underneath that basket.
And she, too, is strong, just like Parker is. I don't know if she's as strong as Parker is, but she's pretty tough.
It's a good matchup, that's for sure.
Reed comes back to the outside. Pemberton now looks at the dribbles inside. She'll stop there, kicks it loose out and off the referee's foot and out of bounds. Good hustle by Lyman for the Fighting Saints.
They got a question going on here. Carroll coach has a question, and now they're back to play here.
Just wondering where they can go eat afterwards, and I just simply suggested go out to Taco John's. That's a good place. Here comes Parker losing it. Lyman, good hustle. She kicks it out of bounds. The Argos will get it back underneath their basket of sorts as they go way out to that Argos sign. Brought to you by Kelly Sign over there. By the way, they took care of our tablecloth. Thank you to Kelly Signs, always taking care of us. As 5 seconds to go, and kicked it back out to Kirsten. Going to have to hurry. Step through move. Desperation shot. Hits side of the rim. No good. Back over and rebounded by the Argos. Boy, that was a good break there for the University of Providence, up by 6. Pemberton with a dribble now. Looks to hand it off over to Cartwright, who loses it. Kennedy will chase it down out to the top of the key here, about the half-court line. Now she hesitates, goes inside the paint. Spin move. Nice take to the glass. Hannah Dean rejects it out of there. She gets a little pumped up.
That was a nice move by Reed.
Very nice move.
Checking back in is going to be Tristan Murphy. Pemberton will check out for a break.
Scheels night tonight. Wendy was over here. Thank you so much to Scheels. Good partners of ours, of course, here on Star Radio. Long pass out front. Murphy has to chase it down. Then we'll gather it back in. She's bothered there by Denny, who gives it to Emily. Maldonado with 5. Backs up from about 25 and right side of the rim. No good. Rebounded taken care of by the Saints, who's going to run with it. Lyman brings it to the 10-second line. She'll go there and stop at the free throw line. Loses it. Argos got it back now. Taking care of it is going to be Reed Hazard. Waits for everybody to clear and says, let's slow things down here with 7 minutes. Just under 7 minutes to go in our fourth quarter. Argos up 48-42 on our Belt Bank scoreboard. Here comes Emily on the right-hand side. They'll set a pick for her. On the give and go. Parker takes it to the glass up hard, and a blocking foul. No, they call the charge underneath. Not even set. Not even close, and they call the charge there. Now he even forgets to report that was not a good call.
Checking in for the Lady Argos is Molly Schmitz, as Parker's going to have to check out with 4.
She's got 4, and they were definitely on the move. Block charges are always tough, but that one was a tough call there. 48-42. Argos with Parker picks up her 4th with 6:41 to go. As they come back the other way, it is going to be the Saints with the basketball down on this one, as Denny loses it and off her kneecaps and out of bounds. They will go back the other way now, 48-42. Every basket, every possession getting a little bit more important here. In front of a nice crowd on a Friday night here. We appreciate the fact you take us along. But you can still get reserved seats here, no question about that. As they do have the Argos with the basketball, they'll go to Kennedy on that left wing. They'll set a pick for her. Kennedy comes in, looks to kick it off right-hand side. It's going to be a shot outside, no good. And that shot missed by Hazard, and they're going to run with it. And Lyman will now back it up, slow things down at the half-court line. Down by 6 on the Belt Bank scoreboard on the give and go. And they'll hand it off over here to Wagner. Thinks about the shot, does not. Denny will take care of it. Back to Wagner with 14 to go on the shot clock. Wagner goes to Lyman, picked up there, extended out as Hazard will come up. Let her go now on the zone defense. Wagner with 5 to go, drives inside. She'll take the scoop shot, and that's in too easy on the layup for 2.
And no defense on that play. Wagner for 8.
48-44, 5:38 to go. Argos in front. They have led most of it here tonight on the Belt Bank scoreboard. Emily Maldonado comes the other way. She'll pull up from 15, rolls around, no good. Loses it. Dean is going to tip it out of bounds, and it'll go right back to the Argos here. And Kirsten will check back in.
Kirsten Pemberton is in as Kennedy Cartwright checks out.
Turnover-wise tonight, it is 17 turnovers for the Province Argos here tonight. And 11 for the Fighting Saints. As Molly Schmitz has been fairly quiet in this contest as they come to Emily Maldonado. Emily goes in. Nice dribbling attempt there. Now she'll spin around. She'll put it up and in. They leave her wide open, and she'll knock it down. Big move for a superstar there, Emily Maldonado.
18 points for Emily.
Makes it a 6-point lead. 5 minutes into this one. They're going to put Parker Esri back in as she is back in 4 fouls. Lyman at the outside. Her shot is up for 3, knocking it down.
That's 6 points for Lyman.
She nails that one. Makes it a 3-point difference now. As Emily coming back the other way, needs her partner Parker back in there as soon as they can, as we'll have immediate timeout on the next dead ball. As Maldonado has it, backs it back out to Tristan. Murphy has it and gets rid of it. Hazard now takes a hesitation dribble, goes to the outside, loses it. They fight for the rebound, and it's going to be Wagner coming up with it for the Fighting Saints. Saints coming the other way, can tie it with a long-distance ball. We've been tied 4 times tonight. Here comes the Carroll Fighting Saints, top of the key now. Off left side to Wagner. Double team in the corner as they will work it around. Zone defense being applied by the Argos with 4:19 to go to quarter. On the left-hand side, down underneath, on the give and go, Dean is going to have a foul free throw opportunity coming up here as she's fouled underneath on the baseline.
That foul will be called on Schmidt. Getting ready to check in for the Argos will be Parker as well as Reed.
So with that said, we'll take a timeout. Immediate timeout with 4:14 to go as we break. The Argos are up 50-47. Here's a game going to the wire. Join us in 60 seconds. We've got more basketball coming your way right here on KNX 102.7 FM.
Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. Tonight everybody's in the mood for Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. Dine in, take out delivery. We do a little more just to make sure your pizza's hot. We bring the whole oven to your door. Real pizza starts with real food. Howard's Pizza Hut, Howard Pizza. We bring the power of Howard's to you. Call Howard's Pizza now.
At Benefis Health System, we know you want to start feeling better now. Benefis has 2 conveniently located walk-in clinics dedicated to taking care of you exactly when you need it, so you can get back to taking care of what's most important to you as soon as possible. Visit our walk-in services at our Northwest Bypass or Benefis East Campus locations, a tradition of advanced care. Learn more at benefis.org.
Turnovers and a lack of shooting is the difference of the contest right now. As we go to the free throw line, Parker Esri will check in with 4 personal fouls with 4:14 to go. Hannah Dean will go to the free throw line. She has 3. As we go to the charity stripe, Hannah Dean will step up there and get her first shot. That is good. As she makes that one.
I have her for 12.
Hannah Dean with 12 here tonight. And she
13.
makes that one. And so she hits them, makes it a 1-point contest with 4:12 to go in our contest. And the Argos up, holding on to a single-point lead, 50-49. As Murphy will hand it off to Emily, who will take it on the right-hand side. Kennedy looks underneath. Hannah and Parker go match to match there. They'll set a pick. Murphy gets rid of it and hands it over to Emily. Emily right-hand side to Kirsten. Kirsten drives in, takes a little 10-footer, shoots it too hard off the glass, rebounded by Lyman. And the Saints will have a chance to take the lead for the first time in a long time. Here come the Saints with the basketball. Shot on the right side, three-pointer up and in. Easy shot out there from Johnson, nails it from three-point land. And with 3:34 to go, it is going to be the Argos down by 2. As here comes Emily now. She's got the basketball against the man-to-man defense. They look to set a pick for her on the left-hand side. They will. She'll juke, take it to the glass, and loses out of bounds. And saved as it's tipped out of bounds. Last touch by one of the Argos, even though Lyman had a hand on it on that inline. So the Saints coming back the other way with 3:19 to go. Argos are being tested right now. As they trail by 2, the first time in a long time they are down. A contest that has been tied at 4 different times tonight. And here come the Fighting Saints with Lyman to the right-hand side. As they bring it around, Wagner down to the left, down inside of Dean. Dean looks, cross-angle pass far outside. As they take it to Denny, Denny will go back to Lyman. Lyman stops there, looks inside the paint. Hannah pulls up from 15. Her shot no good, missed it. Battle for the rebound. They'll tie it up here. And with that said, the jump ball will stay with the Saints with a fresh 30 seconds on the clock and 2:54 to go on the game clock.
Parker got up a little slow there, but boy, it's not going to stop her. She wants this game badly.
4 fouls. Hannah's got 3. As Parker Esri set out a lot of that third quarter and find themselves down by 2 right now. Lyman has it and loses it. Murphy touches it, goes after it, is coming back with it, is going to be picked up by Denny. Denny led the way in the first half with 12 points at the break. As she comes back the other way, kicks it over to Hannah. Hannah with her 13 points tonight, spins inside, jukes and jives, takes up off the glass, and she'll draw a foul here. Tristan Murphy going to be whistled this time.
That foul will be the second foul on Tristan Murphy.
Three different. Go ahead.
Go ahead. It will be a shooting foul.
So it'll be Hannah leading the way with 13, 12 for Denny, 10 for Wagner. And Hannah will have a chance to shoot 2 here. Emily Maldonado for the Argos has 18 points tonight. Parker with 11. And those are the 2 in double digits. And then they spread it out here a little bit. 6 for Kirsten as she hit those 2 threes. 6 for Tristan Murphy. And it looks like 5 for Kennedy Cartwright. Hannah at the free throw line, 1 of 2. Makes it a 3-point contest as the Argos trail by 3 and bring it on the inbounds. On the Belt Valley Bank scoreboard, we've got 2:26 to go, fourth quarter action. Kirsten loses it and loses it again. And with that said, a jump ball will be called. It'll go to the Argos.
Come on, Argos, hang in there.
As turnovers have been very costly here for the University of Providence. Turnovers with 19 tonight already. Here comes the inbounds pass. Argos have it with 23 to go on the shot clock. They look to their control master, Emily Maldonado. Emily gets a pick there off of Tristan, then hesitates, loses it, and a slapping foul will be called here. And that's only the second foul called against the Saints, 3 against the Argos in this fourth quarter.
That foul will be called against Lyman. That's only her second.
Great to see the folks file in here. Good crowd on a Friday night at the McLaughlin Gymnasium. Game number 1 of 2 coming your way. Tristan Murphy inside will back her way in, spins it up and in for 2. Nice job for Tristan Murphy for the deuce.
That's 8 points for Tristan.
Tristan Murphy brings it back with a 1-point difference as the Argos would like to see some defense here. Here comes Lyman for the Saints as she'll take care of it. Around, they'll hand it off here. As they do, they hand it into the hands of Johnson, who hit that big 3 a moment ago. Johnson backs it back out, clears herself a little bit of room. They'll go to Lyman. Lyman on the right wing. Her shot rolls around, no good. The rebound is going to be tipped out of bounds. The Argos should get it here. And they will. They'll take it down the other end of the court, trailing by 1. Tom, good to hear from you. The Legals are saying, let's go Argos. I'm with you, my friend. Argos down by 1. They'd like to get the lead back here. 1:42, and the clock didn't start. Clock keeper got caught up in the game, forgot to start the clock. And now they'll bring it in. So they'll run it down to 1:39. And that's the thing, what happens is the excitement of the game just gets you to where you forget to push that button over there. So that means they'll put also 27 seconds on the game clock, or excuse me, the shot clock, as they bring it into Emily. Emily now goes in, outside, and going to be pushed there. And a little nickel dimer out front here against Wagner, and Emily Maldonado will not go to the free throw line. That's only the third.
That'll be the 4th foul on Wagner.
Well, I tell you what, the strategies are going to start to build. Each team has 3 timeouts left. Even though we got 1:34 to go, it is going to be fun. This may take another 20 minutes just as they figure it all out. Reed passes underneath to Parker. Parker powers her way to the glass, puts it up. Dean's all over her. Of course, no call there, but she makes the basket. Parker puts it down for 2. The Argos take the lead back. Here we go, Argos. Come on, Argo fans. Let me hear you one time. Argos up 54-53. They need a stop right here as the Fighting Saints coming back the other way. As they come top the key, it's going to be the Saints and Lyman backing it back out here. As the defense being applied by the Argos, right-hand side, Johnson has it. Fires it in underneath. They'll go to Dean, and Dean loses it for a moment. Stops, double dribble, then stolen out of there. Murphy's got the steal. A minute to go. Argos up by 1. Everybody cheer one time if you're here for the Argos. Here come the University of Providence, Emily Maldonado at the top of the key, picked up by Lyman. As they take care of it there, Emily will just take a couple of dribbles, counting it down at 15 to go on the clock. Lots of text messages coming in now as we've got all kinds of action happening here. Argos up 54-53. Emily takes it to the glass, takes it up, puts up the shot, hard off the glass, no good. Tipped out of bounds. Do the Argos get it back? They do with 32 seconds to go. They can run it down to 2 seconds if they want to. The Saints want to call a timeout. We'll take it with them. Let's break real quick with 32 seconds to go. It's a good one. 54-53. We're back in 1 minute right here on KNX. No. Let's take it. Yeah, it is going to be a full minute. 1 minute timeout here as we break away 54-53 and KNX 102.7 FM.
Everyone wants to be confident, and when you're covered by life insurance, you can be, because you know those who matter most in your world are protected. Farm Bureau agent Randy Bogdan in Great Falls can make sure you have the coverage you need so you can live your life with confidence. So whether that means wearing your favorite socks with sandals or sporting that classic bow tie, you can rock it because you know you're prepared for the future. If you don't have life insurance in place, we can help. Call Farm Bureau agent Randy Bogdan in Great Falls today. Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company.
You've got the kids loaded up for practice and you're already running late. Suddenly.
No. Mom, we're gonna be late. I need a battery.
Don't despair. Battery Warehouse Man is here.
I can help you.
Battery Warehouse always does free charging system checks and installation on all vehicles with no appointment needed.
Thank you, Battery Warehouse Man.
Providing you with 40 years of knowledge and service. Remember, don't despair. Battery Warehouse Man is here.
Battery Warehouse off of 8th Avenue North and 12th Street.
Lots of folks are checking in. Hello, Dale Jones. Good to have you on board. Always good to hear from Steph and the crew. Steph McDonough says, let's finish this, girls. Well, we'll see what happens here. They'll bring it on the inbounds. Argos have 32 seconds to kill here. They're up by 1. Murphy's got the basketball. Double team there. They'll foul her. That's only the 4th team foul. And so not in the act of shooting.
And now the shot clock and the game clock are 1/10 of a second off.
So they could run it down here, but we'll see a lot of free throws, a lot more timeouts coming up here in those 30 seconds. Argos will have to bring it on the inbounds. They do get it out to Murphy, who chases it down. She's fouled quickly by Lyman. And so now Tristan Murphy will go to the free throw line. Obviously in this situation, you want to make sure Emily gets the ball with an 80% free throw shooter. Tristan shoots pretty well at the line. I'm just going to look it up real quick and see what she has. Excuse me, get the hiccups all of a sudden. As she shoots 75% as well. And, boy, she's got ice in her veins on that one. Murph drains that one. The senior leadership here, knocking it down, making it a 2-point game. Boy, if she can hit that one, that is big, as that extends it to a 3-point contest. As a hush comes over the crowd, Murphy takes a shot up and in. A nice shot there for Murphy. Timeout, as they will call a timeout and advance the ball to the half-court line. We'll just keep it right here, Brian, because it is a 30-second timeout. You take a look at these scoring, Sue. Emily took over the game about halfway through that second quarter. She's got 18, and Parker with some foul trouble, still with 13. Now that puts Murphy in double digits. She's got 10.
Yeah, she and then the other thing is that you've got Kirsten Pipperton, who opened up the game with a 3, who just got a 3 here when we got into real serious crunch time. And so those two, even though it's only 6 points, those two were critical for the Argos at that point. I think the one that sticks out to me the most is Reed Hazard. She's played almost the whole game. She has 2 points to her credit, both free throws, but her pesky defense is really helping keep the Argos in.
The Carroll Fighting Saints will have to go to Hannah Dean here, I'm sure. 3-point difference with 29 seconds to go. It was Johnson getting that 1 3-pointer. She's got the ball right now on the inbounds pass. Down to 26 seconds to go. Argos up 56-53 on the Bell Bank scoreboard. Here come the Fighting Saints. They have it there. They'll go to Lyman. Lyman takes off, and a foul will be called here. And that will be the 4th foul team-wise against the Argos. And with that said, picking up the foul is going to be Kennedy, her 2nd. Not a bad foul, though, because you stopped the action here. And official Bo is going to go in there and say, girls,
Get your hands off.
Can't be that stacked in there. As they stack 3 on the inside, they look to get it on the inbounds. As the Fighting Saints bring it underneath their basket, they'll go on the left-hand side of Johnson. Johnson comes out here, clears herself a little bit of room, backs back out. 15 seconds to go on the game clock. Here comes the other way. It's the Fighting Saints with the basketball, top of the key. Lyman's had it there. Down to 9 seconds, and a timeout is going to be called with 8 seconds to go. And the call timeout from the Fighting Saints is the 30. Will stay right here. We have talked about this game all week long. Had a chance to come up here and talk to the coaches, talk to the players, and, of course, we talked about it in our sports chat program. We talked about it when we had a chance to visit with the Argos Women's Wrestling at our coaches pro show at the Sting Family Restaurant. Exactly. No disappointment whatsoever in this game. You knew it was going to be like this.
Well, and the big thing is that it's always been such a rival game, and the Lady Argos absolutely have to win. They have to win these games this weekend just to keep themselves, moving forward. We're towards the end of the season, Sarge. We have 3 home games left here for the Argos. We know that Carroll is ranked. When we went down and played Carroll before, the Lady Argos, jumped up, and then Hannah Dean took over in that second half. And gee, I'll tell you what, she's taken over in this second half as well, with all of her points, all 14 points coming in this second half. But the Lady Argos have done a nice job of containing her. And so 8.7 seconds. They do have the ball. Everybody's looking for a 3. They come in and shoot a 2, just don't foul them. And that's what I'm sure Coach Bill told them.
College basketball, they do stop the clock on a made shot here. So 8.7 to go. Saints are down by 3. They have to get it on the inbounds to Lyman. They do. Down to 7. She'll come up. Look there. Kick it out right-hand side around the perimeter. Man-to-man defense being applied here. Denny is going to take the shot. Rolls around. No good. Battle for the rebound. No good. It is done, and the Argos will get the win here tonight as they get the victory here 56-53 in a very hard-fought contest. And our player of the game tonight is going to be Kennedy Cartwright. Kennedy Cartwright played absolutely outstanding here defensively and offensively, as we'll have Coach Bill come over here in just a little bit. But what a contest here for the University of Providence, picking up the win here as they got the game in this one. A great victory as Coach Bill and Parker are high-fiving out there, and just a tremendous job here from the University of Providence. And Coach is just very ecstatic as they get that one. Parker says, come on, let me hear you cheer one time. As it is a great victory here for the University of Providence as they get the 3-point victory in this one. And they get the win in this one as Kennedy Cartwright will be our Taco John's player of the game, just simply due to the fact that she played so well defensively and really was asked to do a lot, did not have too many times out, and she is going to end up getting that one. And just an outstanding effort here by a couple of different players for tonight as they get the victory. And, of course, Coach Bill's on his way over here. We'll talk to her as well. We also have a chance to talk to the point guard in Emily Maldonado, who ended up the contest tonight with a pretty outstanding performance. Again, Emily, talk about that game. That was a big victory for you guys, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. This whole week was preparation for Carroll, and we wanted to play a 40 minutes, We wanted to play 40 minutes. We came out strong. We knew that coach wanted us to come out here, prepare for our defense. We knew we were going to get zoned. We've been struggling on that, and we came out good, It was a good victory for us.
Parker got in a little bit of foul trouble. That's kind of where you started taking over midway through that second quarter, and then it was kind of your ball down the stretch, wasn't it?
Yeah. Parker came out big. She came out big. Last game she struggled a little, but she knew she had it, and we believed in her, so she came out strong. And then second quarter, the first quarter I just dished and tried to get my teammates involved. Second quarter I just came out and tried to get the ball in the hoop for myself, so it was good for the whole team, for all of us. So
talk about your defense, because we always talk about your offense and how you play, but defensively you were assigned against Lyman, and I thought you held her to check pretty well.
Yeah, she's a good defender. I've been playing her my whole life, but she's good, she's quick, and I just had to keep her in front of me. Coach knew she was crafty with the ball, creating for her team, but I came out and played some good D, so it was a good one for us.
Congratulations. How fun was that?
It was awesome.
Emily Maldonado, one of our co-players of the game tonight, and we have a chance to catch up to Kennedy Cartwright. Kennedy, let's talk about that game a little bit. That had to be fun for you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's always fun playing Carroll.
You defensively were tough. I mean, you were asked to do a lot tonight, weren't you? And I don't know if you got a break, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
Coach made sure I got one.
Not many.
It's okay, though.
Yeah. Talk about that team that you're playing on, because it's got to be a lot of fun. Parker gets in a little bit of foul trouble. Emily steps up, and then you're kind of the relief valve, aren't you?
Yeah, everybody has a role, and everybody plays a very important part in this team. Everybody from the starters to the people on the bench. I mean, Caitlin was here tonight, and she had back surgery last week. That just shows how much she loves our program.
Yeah, it's exciting. That's a big win, isn't it?
It is. It's a really big win, yeah.
Yeah, congratulations. I love it. We'll see you again tomorrow night. Our Taco John's player of the game, Kennedy Cartwright. And here's a guy that's got a smile on his face from ear to ear. Bill, you got to love that win. That was a hard-fought contest.
They're a really good team.
Yeah.
I lost my voice a little
I
bit,
hear
but
that.
they're a really good team. They did a great job. We took everything we had. They came back and took the lead, and we showed some grit tonight and found a way to get it done. I'm not really sure how. I got to watch the film and see how it happened, but all I know is we got one.
Defensively, you got it done. And I will say on the rebounds, you guys controlled the boards tonight. Even when Parker went out, you guys did a great job rebounding.
Really an emphasis for us, and we talked about it before the game. We had to control the boards, and I thought our girls did a great job.
Talk about Parker going out and how Emily stepped up and played again tonight.
Oh, man, Emily's amazing. Big games when we need her, she's right there. She's, one of the best players in the league. What can you say about Emily? Does a great job. Parker just getting... it was physical down there. She has a black eye. She's going to have to put some ice in that tonight, get ready to go tomorrow. She did a heck of a job controlling the paint.
She did a heck of a job controlling the paint, but also controlling her temper, because it was physical down there.
Oh, yeah. She's a little frustrated with it, getting fouled, but, that's just part of it sometimes. Yeah. I thought, they let some things go both ways, but it was nice to see her get some toughness and be able to just take care of business.
Coach, week in and week out, we always say congratulations on this win. You got to come right back and be ready to play again tomorrow, don't you?
Tomorrow's the biggest game of the year. We got to play Rocky, and they're really good, and they're the biggest game of the year right now. So we got to go to the locker room and celebrate, and then we got to be done, and we got to find a way to get Rocky tomorrow. It's a must-win.
Go rest that voice for a while, will you?
Thanks, Arch.
That's a big win. Coach Bill Himmelberg right there, and a huge win for his team as he picked up the victory in that one. And congratulations to the University of Providence Argos. Tremendous job here.